Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show, my beautiful friend, wherever you are listening to this. I'm really glad that you are here. Today is episode 102, and I really wanted to come in to talk about a little bit around from marketing frustration to marketing flow, because when you are putting yourself out there in your business, it can often feel very schizophrenic, is probably the best word. And so I want to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. And I wanted to give you some tips and tricks and just advice and best practice and, you know, my years of experience on how to not let it feel that way and how to let it feel and like ease into more flow. So that's what this episode about. And if you're listening as the episode airs today doors are officially open. Today is the first day of the year, the very first time where doors are open to my signature membership, Superhero Marketing. So if you do follow me on social media, go over and check it out. And now doors are open for you to join. And I'm pretty stoked actually about this. There's some cool things that I've got coming up that are planned, which I want to share with you. So tomorrow, you can register today though for my free coaching week, essentially. So it is a series of days. So from tomorrow, which is the 20th of March, to the 22nd. So Wednesday, the 20th, Thursday, the 23rd, and Friday, the 22nd. I warmly invite you to join me to learn and upskill how to step up your marketing in my Marketing Makeover Challenge. It's going to be super cool. I've got some really cool things planned and some things I think that will be actionable steps you can take to move your business forward into more flow, because I think that's really important. And, like a lot of people that I speak to that are in, business, that are marketing their business, feel quite frustrated with the lack of results and, a lot of effort put in. So what can we do to set up some really clear marketing foundations so that you are well placed to win and you do feel like you're in flow without the frustration that kind of comes with this space? And I think knowledge is power. So when you know what works for you, then you can implement it so much easier. But it's not knowing that causes a lot of stress and frustration. So there's some of the things that I've found, especially over the years. The more people I help, the more commonality and theme is. So this week is kicking off with a beautiful launch. So today is Tuesday, the 19th of March, and doors are officially open, but for 7 days. So they close on let me check my calendar, the 26th of March. So 7 days. So next Tuesday they'll close. So if you're listening, I suggest you jump on in. They're not going to be open again until later on this year. So, I don't think that marketing is something that you should do periodically, because what happens is if you are solely reliant on one stream of marketing, bringing in new clients and revenue for your business, and that little stream dries up, then you are left with nothing. And then people are usually like screaming out for help to market their business. So if you have a consistent flow of new leads coming in and the touch points and the alignment of the way you show up in your marketing is consistent, that is what separates people from like screaming at the end of something that like is a funnel that might have dried up. So that's what I want to be teaching you, how to step up your marketing in my Marketing Makeover Challenge to celebrate the doors opening of my signature membership, Superhero Marketing, today. Oh my God, it's come around like so quickly, but I am really proud of how planned I am this time. And, every time I launch, it just gets bigger and better and more planned. And I am a forward thinker, and I would have thought of hopefully everything. So it's a 3-day challenge. You can still go over and register on my website, hayleyosborne.com, or if it's easier on Instagram, you can just click through there. It's very simple. and in the show notes of today's episode too. So you're probably there now. So what does before we get started into how to go from marketing frustration to marketing flow, which is the subject of today's podcast episode, I want to talk to you about what participating in a marketing challenge, well, in a challenge in general, will give you. And the number one thing is accountability, right? So, and that's something that you get inside the membership too. But what accountability does is it holds you accountable to a bunch of people, right? And you don't want to let each other down. So, to get things done in a really actionable way, it's nice to be part of a group and a community, because there's nothing like keeping the wheels moving in your business with a little help along the way. So that is what this is for, to hold you accountable to achieve results. Because a big part of my teaching and things that I do, which is essentially learning for free, is helping you get results. Because if I can do that in this space, imagine what you can do when you actually have skin in the game. And that's what it is all about, is moving the needle, getting closer to your North Star goals. So your vision and your mission for the business, and being accountable to somebody along the way is like one of the first steps to creating change in your business, which it's really important. Now, you can only do all of those things as well with a serious amount of discipline. So I can help you do that. My biggest thing is, marketing and strategy will teach you, and planning, but to have the confidence, you need to have the discipline. So I've been practicing this for many years, and I've got lots of tips and tricks to help you. Discipline is underlying the number one fundamental that you need to have to keep moving forward. It's not a quick fix. So before we get into today's episode, I want to share with you, because this is really exciting and this is something that I'm really proud of. But I have discovered there's a few gaps here with a lot of small businesses, wanting to attract more revenue in their business and therefore more profit. Profit, way more important than revenue. Day one, which is tomorrow, so there's still time for you to sign up. You will learn how to establish your marketing foundations, what they are, what works and what doesn't. Day two, which is Thursday, you will learn how to completely align your digital assets, positioning, and digital footprint. And the third day, which is Friday, you'll learn how to optimize your content to increase sales. Now, these are live with me at 11 a.m. Adelaide time. However, they will be recorded. So if you cannot attend the live, fear not, because I will send you the recording to watch after. So still register if you want to learn, but you're not available at the time. You can chime in afterwards and watch the recording, because I guarantee you this is so valuable, and I have so many nuggets of wisdom ready to go and laid out for you that is going to blow your mind. I'm very excited. I've been doing this for a very long time. So I'm here to help you to grow your business. And my main thing is, small business owners, yourselves, make up the backbone of our economy, the Australian economy, and no doubt other economies throughout the world. And so if I can impart my knowledge and my experience onto you, we have a better all-round economy, and I've done my bit, and that makes me feel whole, and that makes me feel like I have achieved what I set out to do. So that is my main objective, to educate as many small business owners as I possibly can, because, I want my kids to grow up in a beautiful world where the economy is strong. So the more people I can help with my zone of genius, the better it is. Okay, so how do we go from marketing frustration to marketing flow? Holy moly. So, like I said before, this ain't no quick fix, right? So, where are you currently at in your business? Like, where is that? Is that you've got a business, right? But you're confused about how to position your business to get more high quality leads and sales. You're a little bit unsure about exactly what to do to grow your business, and you're really struggling to invest time and energy into something that you don't know how to do in the first place. And you're also probably lacking a little bit of community too, of fellow business owners to connect and collaborate with, because there really is nothing like that when it comes to moving the needle. And then the connection is one thing, the accountability is one thing, but the collaboration and, the exchange of business within a community is like nothing else. And that is something that I truly love. And so then I think to myself, okay, so where do you want to be as a small business owner to move out of that frustration and into that flow? And the answer really is to have the clarity and knowledge around what activities you need to be doing in your business. Successful business with multiple activities and touch points will all help you to raise awareness of your business profile and do it with ease. And, where do you want to be? You really want to have the tools to be able to do it yourself. And you want to have increased knowledge to understand why it is important. So what's the purpose, right, for all of that? It's because keeping up with the latest trends is really important so that you feel confident around new platforms, algorithms, and tech to be able to be in flow. Okay. And that is what I've found is will take you straight out of that very quickly. All of a sudden, when you haven't stayed on top of things in your marketing, because the marketing game is changing very fast. And if you are not adapting and really leaning into what is new, what is evolving, what works and what doesn't work, you will be essentially leaning out and on the out. So keeping up with the latest trends to ensure that you are confident and know like what you're doing really, and you're across new platforms, new tech, and the way like the back end of certain digital platforms work is a really nice place to be in flow, the way that you market your business, which therefore gives you more time and space to work on your business, to do things that will grow your business, right? And to obviously you have the knowledge to grow your business too. And, you really want to have like easy to implement results driven marketing strategies essentially to be able to increase sales and business growth. They're the things that help you feel in flow. And then, inside the membership as well, one of the things that I do believe that helps you stay in flow is having somebody to be able to tap into regularly to get all of your questions answered. Because, and I say this with so much love, and this is an education space for you to learn and grow. I am in launch week. So I will say that what might take you half a day to figure out what to do with a certain question, and we've all been there, will take me 5 minutes. Okay. So it's that age old saying of, oh my goodness, the plumber came in and he charged me $1,000 when he was only here for 10 minutes. Or what cord to cut, like that old electrician analogy. Well, it's taken me 15 years to figure out which is the right cord. Okay. So having somebody to lean on and lean into when you have those questions that you don't know the answer to get the answer straight away, to shave so much time off of your end result is actually priceless. So it's something that definitely helps you get out of frustration with your marketing, your business, and putting yourself out there and get more into flow. And then, the accountability, the group accountability is amazing to keep you in flow because, more heads are better than one. And then, the other thing that I definitely feel, and I kind of mentioned this before, is confidence. So having the confidence to activate on the things that you say that you're going to do or the things that you want to do is such a beautiful feeling of flow, as opposed to feeling nervous around how you want to move forward and what you want to do. Because when you're nervous, you feel frustrated. Whereas when you're confident, you feel like you're in flow. But what comes with nervousness is probably a bit of a lack of education around what you should do. So realize those knowledge gaps, right? And when you plug those knowledge gaps and you fill them, then you become more confident to show up like you know that you can. Now, when I say show up, don't be mistaken. I don't necessarily mean you physically showing up as the face and the person, because some brands are, and some of the brands that I look after are high-level service-based businesses, and they don't necessarily, the CEO doesn't want to be the face of the business, and they don't need a face of a business. But when you're a small business, there's an element of that now that is to your advantage when you show up as you. So I think that's a really nice way to stay in flow, because then you evolve all the time as a person. And then I often see with businesses, there becomes a bit of a disconnect between who they are online and who they are in real life. And that doesn't work either, because then you're not showing up as your true self. So that's why when I do things like marketing strategies or with the masterclasses I teach inside the membership, they are always, well, everything needs to be revisited regularly, because it's just super important to stay with your finger on the pulse and therefore stay in flow. But, when you've got confidence in every element, you are showing up with purpose, and who you are online is who you are in person. And if you're someone that is attracting clients, so you might be a service-based business that works one-on-one with clients, this is really invaluable. But it's the strategy you put behind that and the plan that helps you to be able to connect the two. So I've had so many times where people say to me, oh my God, you are exactly like you are in person as you come across on your website. So the words that people read about me, as well as on my social media. And I say, yeah, that is done on purpose. That is done with a strategy, because I am super transparent. There is no gray area. There is black and white. Who I am online is who I am in person. And if you want to work with me, that's what you get. So, which so far has served me well, right? So being authentic to yourself and having the confidence to show up as that person is insanely an element of being in flow. I cannot think of a bigger one. Yeah. So that's kind of, yeah, what I want. Let's move on. Okay. So when you are in flow in your marketing and not feeling frustrated anymore, you will have confidence in your marketing messaging, right? You will have clarity in the way that you position yourself to your target audience. You will most certainly have alignment in your digital footprint. Your content will be optimized, like really optimized. And a byproduct of that is an increase in sales and obviously growth in your business. And you'll be really clear on your marketing foundations. I don't think I said that just before, but you'll have the confidence to take action. And when you have that confidence to take action is when you really step into being in flow in your business when it comes to your marketing and your digital footprint. And I just want to say, like, how will you feel when you get really clear on what marketing strategies and activities that you need to do that will give you the biggest growth with the least amount of time and effort in your business? I'd say pretty good. That's just me, because I know that I feel that way in my business. I know that everyone I have worked with feels that way in their business. And what happens is as well, and I've found with a lot of business owners, is they are so close to their business that they can't see it anymore. And I mean that with so much love, but it is so true, is that, I was just looking at someone's Instagram before I started recording this episode, and they didn't have what their name was, but they're showing up a lot in their feed and in their, stories and everywhere, but it's a brand name. Now, for people to identify with people and connect, we want to know your name. And so there's so many things that are missing from people's maximum space in the digital world. So, that includes your bio on Instagram. That includes, whatever you pin to your as pin post to your Instagram. Same goes for Facebook. Same goes for pinning a post to your Facebook page. Same goes for your cover photo for LinkedIn, the first fold in your website. There's so many elements, and that's just tip of the iceberg, that you need to think about when you are aligning your digital footprint. Okay, because there's nothing like someone coming on to look for you and they can't find what they're looking for, but it's clear as mud. And usually people want to know like who, how, why, what, where, when. That's it. Okay. And how you help to transform people's lives, who you are and what you do. Okay. And they're really important. So in summary, really, to go from marketing frustration to marketing flow, there's about 6 steps. So you need to really identify what are the key areas that you need to work on. Okay. The next part is to establish some sort of accountability. Okay. Which means something like superhero marketing, because what that does is give you that accountability. Okay. To move out of frustration and into flow. The next thing is to really plan how you're going to do things and how you are going to activate those things, and what is the discipline needed to move into that space. The fourth part is to figure out what your process is to get there, okay, and outlining that in a clear plan. The fifth part is to kind of write it down, right? Because you want to rinse and repeat whatever is working, whatever is good for your business, and whatever is bringing in revenue, therefore profit. And then you want to just do it, okay? That's the sixth part, is actually stepping forward and doing it. And that's the confidence piece. And so they are my top tips on how to go from marketing frustration to marketing flow with ease. And that kind of concludes like the main part of what I want to say today. And I am pretty excited. So today, when this episode is airing, so do the doors to my signature membership, Superhero Marketing. The doors are open and it feels so good. There's a lot happening this week. So I would love you to jump in and share the magic with me of launching this product again. So opening up the doors for people to come in. And the reason that I do that is so then when they close in 7 days' time, I can really focus solely on delivering everything that I need to, which is really important to me. And, nurturing everyone that has signed up so that they can achieve maximum results. Because at the end of the day, I'm winning when you're winning. And that's my biggest objective above all, is to see you absolutely smash it in your business. There's nothing more than I love than to have that. So without further ado, guys, thank you for joining me. As said before, doors are open to Superhero Marketing today for just 7 days. Tomorrow, I am teaching my very first live coaching call for my coaching week, Marketing Makeover. I would love you to join me. I am live, so you have me to ask any questions. There's always question time at the end. So come to me with anything that you might have. You can register for that on my website, is www.hayleyosborne.com, OSBORNE, or through my Instagram, and you can come along for the ride live for 3 days. And then by the end of that, you'll be pretty good. So that's just a tip of what I can actually give you to help move the needle in your business so that you can really achieve that North Star result. And I really hope to see you come along and share the love this week with me inside Superhero Marketing. And yeah, I would love to nurture you and your business moving forward with my zone of genius. So come along to the challenge and then come along and join me inside the membership. There are so many beautiful business owners inside waiting for you to celebrate with them and connect with them and join with them. So that is another byproduct. All right, guys, this has been awesome. I've got to run and do some other cool things to prepare, but I'm almost there. So that's pretty cool. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.